kind of like a what I read in a week as a mom of 2 and a business owner. It is a very busy week for the business side of things because I own a bakery and coffee shop, and we're doing Christmas in July, which I am so stinking excited about, but it's gonna be very busy. So I'm interested to see how much I read this week. I just started doing audiobooks, so I feel like that's gonna be a big help. I'm actually getting very into audiobooks. I listened to Lights Out last week, and that was like an interesting experience, but it was really good. And right now, Mackenzie told me to read Till Summer Do Us Part by Meghan Quinn. So I had an Audible credit, and I am on chapter 16. I'm freaking loving it so far. This is probably one of the funniest books I've ever listened to. I was listening to it at the gym this morning, and I'm pretty sure that people thought I was psycho because I was just like grinning like an idiot the whole time because Wilder is hilarious. His one-liners make me laugh, and the banter between these two, I am just giggling. And so far I am 16 chapters in, and I am just waiting on something to happen. Like, I need something to happen. This is a slow burn. I'm loving it though. The tension is great. I'm hoping to finish this audiobook today or tomorrow, but I'm also going to start reading a physical book or a book on my Kindle today. I just don't know which one I'm gonna read. We will see. But right now, I'm gonna go straighten up my house some in my kitchen, and then I'm going to cook breakfast for the kiddos while I'm listening to my audiobook. I am now at my bakery, and we are about to set up for Christmas in July. So now I'm gonna listen to my audiobook while I blow up probably 100 balloons. Really quick sneak peek of my book section at the bakery and my Little Moms to Read podcast thing. We do blind date with the books, and those are our bestseller. Something was about to happen, but it didn't. I'm finally done. I have Christmasified the bakery, made my elf latte. The slow burn finally just burned. They finally kissed. And things are happening at chapter 21. Took forever, but now that things are happening, I have a feeling that they will move quickly. I will update you later. I just took my daughter to baton class, and right near it there's a little walking track park with a really pretty pond, so I'm gonna go walk some laps while I wait on her to get out. And I have about an hour left of this audiobook. I don't know that I'll finish it now, but I know I'll finish it tonight because I need to finish it. The third act breakup is literally happening right now, so we get to go walk around the pretty pond and enjoy the third act breakup. I don't know if I mentioned this before, but today's Monday, and so this is going to be a Monday to Monday vlog. Tomorrow I actually get an ARC copy of the new Cowles book. So I will be for sure binging that on my Kindle. And I also just got like 4 audiobooks that came through on Libby, and I don't know why they all come through at the same exact time. So we'll probably start one of those tomorrow as well. But for now, we're gonna go walk some laps. So obviously I did not get back on here last night, but I did finish the book, had around like 10:30, 10:45, and then I passed out. The book was really good. It was honestly better than I thought it was going to be. I know Meghan Quinn can write a little spicy, which, I mean, she did at the end, but the first 70-ish% was zero spice at all. So that part I very much enjoyed because, I mean, I don't mind spice, but I don't want it to be the plot of the book, which I know can be the case with Meghan Quinn. But this one was basically just like, she's a divorced 29-year-old and she got herself into a pickle and needed a fake husband. So her best friend, his brother, volunteered because he has nothing better to do. He is retired and sold an app for a lot of money, so he's a millionaire. And basically he has been taking like improv classes and is just like a giddy at the chance to use his improv classes, and he gets them into even bigger pickle, and they have to go to this marriage camp for 8 days, and it's basically just like their journey to falling in love. Wilder is one of the sweetest MMCs I've read about. He just takes care of her feelings, makes sure that she knows that she is special and worth it, puts her mental health first. Like, Wilder is a top tier book boyfriend. So definitely recommend that book. It is a fun and great summer read. I am at the gym now. I'm about to go in and I don't know, pick one of the 4 books I got to listen to. But in my email this morning was the Cowles new book. What's the name of it? Chasing Shelter. It was Chasing Shelter by Cowles, so I'm excited to dig into that today as well. I will update you when I can. Today's gonna be a busy day. So it is now like 5 p.m. My daughter has baton class again, which just so happens to be right near a Target. So we're gonna run in and see what books they have, because I think they're having a sale today too. I'm not sure. I think I saw that on TikTok somewhere, but we're gonna walk in and go see what they have. I want to go to the walking track again, but it is so hot right now. It is like 95 degrees, and that's just a no thank you from me, walking in 95-degree heat. So we're gonna go walk around Target, which is bad for my wallet, but also I think I might pass out if I walk out in this heat. I started my audiobook at the gym this morning, and I picked the one that was just going back the soonest, and it was Accidentally Amy by Lynn Painter. Now, I'd never heard of this book before. I was just scrolling Libby and saw it, and it looked cute, but it had like fall leaves on it, so it is definitely a fall book. I am fine with that though. I'm a fall and Christmas girly to my core. I'm wearing my Christmas shirt today for Christmas in July at the bakery and listening to a fall book. So we are happy and pretending it is not 95 degrees here. And I started Chasing Shelter. Freaking obsessed. I am so obsessed with this book. This vlog is coming out after the book comes out, so I don't feel bad like telling you a few things about it. I'm not going to spoil the book, but I'm just going to chat about it. Ellie just broke off her engagement and moved to the town her brother lives in. Colt is the cop. He's also a single dad, and she moves into her own house, and guess who lives next door? Yeah, He does. He lives next door. That's about as far as I've gotten, other than the fact that I'm pretty sure her ex is stalking her. It's just alluding to that, which, if you don't know Catherine Cowles, she writes romantic suspense books, so it's about 50% thriller, 50% romance, which is just enough for me. Like, that is how I like it. I can't do a straight thriller, but I do like a romance thriller, and so far she is my favorite romantic suspense author. But this book, I'm probably gonna binge until it's done, as I do with all of her books. And I'm probably gonna get the ending wrong, like I do in all of her books, but they're such a fun time. And the single dad trope gets me every time, and the fact that he's her neighbor is just top notch. So I'm excited to finish that tonight, or not finish that tonight, but read more of that tonight. And then Accidentally Amy is, I think I've only read maybe one or two other Lynn Painter books, and I don't think they're spicy books. I think she writes closed door books, but it seems like it's going to be a workplace romance, and they met in a coffee shop getting pumpkin spice lattes. So we're just all over the place with our reading, and that's on par for me. So I will update you if we find anything in Target book-wise. But I found 3 books. They were having a sale, buy 2 get 1 free. So I got 3 books. The first book I picked up, I think it came out today. It's Lucy Score, Not Part of the Plan. I don't know anything about it, but me and Lucy Score have a love-hate relationship with the men that she writes, because most of them I don't like. The one she just came out with, Story of My Life, I loved the MMC in that book. The reason I picked this one up is because it is only a smidgen over 300 pages, when most of her romance books are 600 pages and they have no business being that long. So I'm very curious to see one of Lucy's books being shorter. That's why I picked this one up. So we will see. I will update. The next book was just I don't know. It's a vibe, I guess. I'm not sure. Pen Pal. I've seen this in passing on the book talk. I am not quite sure what it's about. I don't know anything about it. I've just seen the name mentioned on book talk. So the back is what got me to buy it. It's the first letter arrived the day my husband was buried. It was postmarked from the state penitentiary, and it contained a single sentence: "I'll wait forever if I have to." It was signed by Dante, a man I didn't know. Out of simple curiosity, I wrote him back and asked him exactly what he was waiting for. His reply: "You." I told the mystery man he had the wrong woman. He said he didn't. I said we'd never meet, but he said I was wrong. We went back and forth exchanging letters every week that it grew increasingly more intimate. Then one day the letter stopped. When I found out why, it was already too late. He was on my doorstep. I mean, I have to read it, right? I'm sure this is a dark romance. I'm just so sure this is a dark romance. And my first dark romance, which was Lights Out, I completely raw dogged that. I had no idea what I was getting into. So we'll see about that one. And then I wanted cowboy romance. I'm a sucker for a cowboy romance, so I found this one. It's Riding the High by Paisley Hope. I've never read a book by Paisley Hope, but I wanted to grab at least one cowboy romance, and I just noticed that this was the 3rd book in the series. So I might try and see if it's on Kindle Unlimited or something. If not, I'm just going to read them out of order, because that's how we do things around here. But it is about time to pick my daughter up from Baton, and until then, I'm just going to sit in my car and read Chasing Shelter. It is going to be another hot day out today, 95, 97 degrees. We're going through a heat wave in South Carolina. Joy. And it has gotten up to 80 degrees in my house the past 2 days. So I'm making my husband fix that today. I went to the gym this morning and listened to a little bit more of Accidentally Amy. It's getting really cute. I can't tell if this one is going to be a spicy one or not. I thought Lynn Painter did not write spice, but this one's seeming like it might get spicy, or maybe it's like fade to black. I'm not sure. This one is a really cute like palette cleanser, quick read, and I'm going to be listening to that a lot today while I clean my house. Also got to 60% in Chasing Shelter. I love it. Trace is just like amazing. I love the banter between him and Ellie, and Ellie is so cute with Kaylee. Like, it is really good so far. And as always, I'm like guessing who the person messing with Ellie is, and I'm probably gonna be wrong, but like I suspect everybody. Like, any new person that enters, I'm like, I suspect you, and everybody who like talks to them, I'm just like, is it you? Are you messing with my girl Ellie? Like, I don't know, but Trace is just like the most protective and sweet. So we'll update you when I get a little bit farther in each book. I'm about to go clean my house now. Still can't tell where this audiobook is going because there's some innuendos in this audiobook that makes me believe that it's going to be spicy. But I've never read a spicy Lynn Painter book, so I'm confused. Thursday afternoon, and I have finished both books that I was reading. I finished listening to Accidentally Amy yesterday, and then this morning I finished Chasing Shelter. Chasing Shelter was an easy 5 stars for me. Anything Catherine Cowles writes, I'm gonna eat up, and I absolutely loved this one. Trace, I'm trying to decide if Trace or Lincoln, which book is my fave, and I absolutely love that you get to see the couples from the series in all of the books, so you get to see familiar faces every time. I really liked the ending to this one because I kind of guessed-ish one person, but the main person that was behind everything, I did not guess, as per usual. I never get it. And it's always somebody who you don't think it's going to be. So I look for people I don't think it's going to be, and it's never the right person. But that's part of why I like her books, is because I can never guess it. And there's enough romance in it to keep me interested and my anxiety not spiked. The single dad trope will get me every time. Found family will get me every time. And happily ever after that I know is going to come at the end gets me every time. I just really enjoyed this book. I cannot say the same for Accidentally Amy. I think that is probably one of the worst books I've ever read. And I'm not saying that just to say that. Like, I genuinely feel as though it is probably one of the worst books I've ever read or listened to. And it's because it was cringy. Like, it was really cringy to the point where I was getting secondhand embarrassment throughout the last half of the book. The first 2 hours, it was a 7-hour audio. The first 2 hours were cute. The book had really good potential, and then I just felt like I was listening to teenagers talk with the banter, and then they were just like mean to each other with the banter as well. Like, that's just not a dynamic I enjoy. Like, they were telling each other to like F off, F you, and I'm just like, that is just not my vibe, especially with two people who were like 29 or in their older 20s and like the vice president of a company. Like, it just wasn't my favorite. Lynn Painter does not normally write books with spice, and my main issue with it was, I'm not opposed to spice. My main issue was it was not done well. Like I said, the secondhand embarrassment was real. I did not finish the book because I could not keep reading. So yeah, I think Lynn Painter needs to stick to some YA books and not write the spicy books. So now that I'm finished with those two, I think that I'm going to start Rewind It Back. I've been putting this off for weeks. I have, because I don't want this series to end. I just started this series, I want to say last month, on my way to the beach, because of the hype around this book, and I had not read the series yet, so I started reading it, binged it in a week, and then this is the only book I have not read. But like I said, I've been putting it off because I don't want this series to end. So I think I'm gonna start it and finish the series. I'm really heartbroken about it, to be honest, and I'm likely gonna cry. I'm a pretty emotional person, so I just know that it being the end, and two, I just know myself, and I'm gonna bawl my eyes out. So far, Play Along has been my favorite. I'm obsessed with Isaiah. I also love Kai, so I do love Kai. I think Kai is more like who I would go for, like, in my mind, and I'm most like Miller, so I think that's why that story is like fun for me. But Isaiah is very much so like my husband, so that's why I'm like team Isaiah. And I'm very excited to read about Rio, because I loved Rio so much in the other books, and I cannot wait to see him, like a full story of him. So I'm gonna start this, and I will update you when I can. I think I'm also gonna start either Deep End, or I'm kind of feeling Christmas in July vibes, so I might start How My Neighbor Stole Christmas by Meghan Quinn on audio. I don't know. I will let you know, and I might not start it today, but that's just like the next audio thing that I'm going to do. But yeah, I will update you guys when I read a little bit of those books. It is late and I am about to go to bed, but I wanted to update you really quick on the books. Deep End, I did end up starting, and I didn't realize that the guy had an accent in the audiobook, so that is different and interesting. I don't know that I love it yet, but we will see, because I'm not super far into it. And I started Rewind It Back, and I just feel like I'm gonna love the banter in this one. I just have a feeling that the banter is gonna be so good. I don't know. I don't know if this one will be one of my favorites, but I'm very excited to continue reading this one, and I'm loving both of them so far. My poor daughter has a cough right now. It's so bad.
What to do, don't you? He says, quietly, with a small smile, because he truly understands. Right now, you just want to be a mouth, huh?
I am in my car a lot today just because we have so many errands to run and like things to grab for the bakery. And so I've gotten a good bit of my audiobook taken care of. I think I'm like 6 hours in, and the male voice is just a little weird to me. Like, I feel like I'm kind of listening to Dracula talk. So I'm not sure that I am liking that, but I like the story. I'm just not sure that I'm digging the accent. Because like I said, especially Lucas is the MMC and his brother comes to visit, and they're, I don't even remember what it was, like, I don't even remember the language he speaks, but the brother's accent is thicker, and I swear I'm just listening to Dracula talk. Yeah, not sure that that's a vibe, but overall, I'm really digging the story. I really liked Not in Love by Ali Hazelwood, and I've only read a couple of her books. Like, I've read Bride, I've read Not in Love, I've read I want to read Problematic Summer Romance. It's seeming very like 50 Shades, but with swimmers, if that's an accurate representation of it. So yeah, we'll update. I think it's like a 13-14 hour audio, so I'm not even like halfway yet, and I have not read any more of my Kindle because I've just been in the car all day, so I've just been listening to my audiobook. But I'll update y'all tonight. It is Saturday. I did not update you last night because I forgot, but I worked all morning this morning and just got home. I've not read anything today because I've been working. So I'm about to dive back into my Kindle. Where I left off with Rewind It Back, they are working together on a home project. Like, she is an interior designer, and accidentally Rio hired her to fix up his house. And then they meet up and they're like, I can't do this, but she really needs the job. So she goes back to Rio and begs. I really want some sort of context as to what happened to them and why they don't talk, because we've got nothing on that front yet. Granted, I'm like 25%, 30% in, but I wish I had some sort of context as to what happened between them, because right now it's just like they don't like each other, but I don't know why, you know? So I'm hoping it tells me that soon. But Hallie, who is the FMC, just met all of the girls, Indy, Kennedy, Miller, and Stevie. So they all just invited her to the hockey game, and Rio was like immediately no. But she's very broke, and Rio didn't know that. So she's been picking up 5 shifts a week at a bar. After the game, they just so happened to go to the bar that she works at, and Rio saw her, so now he knows that she is broke. So that's where I left off. I'm really curious to see what happens. I really would love some background knowledge so I can feel one way or the other, because I feel like in some of those books, you know, but one character's side of the story at least, and I know neither character's side of the story right now. Hopefully it gets to that soon. Deep End, where I left off, I was surprised that there was like a little rift in the relationship already with that one, because normally there's like a third act breakup. Granted, I will say the relationship dynamic in Deep End is a little bit different than like a normal relationship dynamic, because Scarlett is the FMC and Lucas is the MMC. Scarlett and Penn are best friends. Penn and Lucas dated until maybe like a few months ago, and so she was like, oh, you and Lucas should get together. while she was drunk one time, and it kind of put the ball in motion. But like, she knows that they're together because she wanted them to be together, because they are both very into BDSM, which is basically what this book is. And I've honestly never read a book with that before. So yeah, she told them that they should get together because they both like the same things. And that's just a weird dynamic for me. Like, your best friend is pushing you and her ex-boyfriend, who she was with for years, together. So I'm still iffy on this book. I don't know if I'm gonna like it or not. Like, right now we're sitting at a solid 3. Like, it's good, but it's not great. The way things are happening is kind of interesting, and I'm not so sure that I like it. But also, I feel like I would have liked it more if I would have eyeball read this one instead of listened to it. Because again, if you listen to that little snippet of the audiobook I posted yesterday, you cannot tell me this man does not sound like Count Dracula. Like, I feel like I'm picturing a vampire when I'm listening to this book, and that's for Bride. Like, if this man did not narrate Bride, we have an issue. So that's where I stand with both of these books. Today I have to run so many errands again, because next Saturday we're going to Disney with Mackenzie and her husband. Our kids are not going. This is just an adult trip, so I'm very excited about that. We will be vlogging a lot of it and posting a lot of content, so make sure you're following our Instagram and TikTok. We'll also be posting videos here, but I've got to go get some stuff for that, and I've got to go to the gym because I did not get to go this morning. So I will either catch up with you guys tonight if I have time, or tomorrow. And tomorrow is a fun filming day. We're interviewing a super fun bookstagrammer who I adore, and we also have just like regular podcast stuff to film, so we will take you behind the scenes of that a little bit too. Well, I finished Rewind It Back, so yeah. Say hi, guys.
Hi.
We're about to interview Jess.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so we're gonna take a picture and then let TikTok choose our song.
Okay.
Okay. Oh, that's a good one.
All right, let's see.
This is 100%.
Well, today has taken a little bit of a turn. I found a baby kitten. We need to name her. So help me name.
And we got another
I think
black
it's a her.
It looks like
Anyways, it needs a name. It's kind of late, but the girls gave me a present today for my birthday, which is the 20th. So by the time this one comes out, I'll already be 31. But I didn't get to film as much as I wanted to today while we were filming, because it was just like boom, boom, boom. Like, we talked to Jess, and then we filmed our stuff, and then we filmed a couple of TikToks. So I didn't really get a whole lot filmed, but I included the TikTok we did and a little snippet, and I found a cat, and today's just been like, wow. But I finished both my books. But first I'm going to show you the 2 books they got me. They got me The Ever King and Say You Swear, which I think this is kind of like Binding 13 but college, and I'm kind of scared to read that. But I'll start with Deep End. I finished the audio and I gave it a 3. It was okay. It wasn't the best. I just didn't really like the story ending. And I read that there wasn't a 3rd act breakup, but there definitely was a 3rd act breakup. I just don't like how things went down. I liked how the epilogue was. I just don't like how things went down. I didn't enjoy the narrator's voice. So overall, it was just okay to me, and that's fine. Normally, Ali Hazelwood's books are hit or miss for me, and this one was just not a hit. That being said, I don't know that I want to read problematic summer romance right off the bat. If I should, if it's one for better books, let me know, and I will move it up, but I'm not sure. With Rewind It Back, as you saw, I was crying when it ended. Also with Rewind It Back, I'm reading it at a time that is a very heightened emotions time for me, if you know what I mean. And so I was just bawling my eyes out last night, and every time I think about it, I want to cry again. But I'm an overly emotional person anyways, and so yeah, it was so beautiful. I have not read a book series that has been wrapped up that beautiful since Throne of Glass, and this has definitely taken my top romance book series spot for sure. This is probably going to be my new like comfort series, and I could see myself listening to them and reading them again and again. Like, that does not happen very often for me. I do not reread books. The only book I have reread multiple times is Practice Makes Perfect by Sarah Adams, and that's just because this is my comfort book. And it will always be my comfort book, but I have a new comfort series. I cannot stress to you enough how much you need to read this series. I did not expect it to like it near as much as I did, and it is a 6-star series for me. Like, it can do no wrong. The first book was the only one that was like, I still liked it. I gave it a 4.5, but it was the only one that wasn't like perfect for me. Please, please, please read it. And I think I'm gonna end the vlog here because there's absolutely no way I'm gonna read a whole nother book tomorrow. And so I'm gonna end it here. The next few vlogs and stuff will be from Disney. So I hope you guys enjoyed, and we will see you in the next video.